This is special correspondent Chris Speedwagon coming at you for KD After Dark at Large with another edition of Chef Speedwagon Presents. Tonight we're going to do something a little, cat's over here messing around, sorry about that. Tonight we're going to try something a little different. Well, not entirely different, but it still involves liver mush, so that's the only thing that's not different. Some of y'all are going to think that this is sacrilegious, but it's not a religious item. I'm not a religious person, so, but y'all probably will cringe at this. Or at least your stomach might. I don't know. I have all this liver mush still. Not as much as I did. I've worked my way through it, but yes, I am still eating through all that damn liver mush. I'm not tired of it either. I'm still happy to be eating mush. Although I'm getting closer to the not so good. So what am I doing, you might ask? Well, as you see, it's my foil pack of Jenkins liver mush. I have already taken the liberty of prepping my peppers and onions that I will be sauteing up in some butter shortly. A big ass sub roll. Look at that. I don't normally buy sub rolls this big, but they didn't have the usual ones that I like. So this is a Walmart deli sub roll. It's big. It's a lot of bread. And then a jar of Cheese Whiz. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to make a liver mush Philly cheese sandwich. I know. Oh my God, how dare you? Sacrilegious. I'm hoping it's going to be sacrilegious. One of the other correspondents, a real maniac, decided he was going to try to make some sort of, here comes my buddy Fat here. Let me get my open ingredients out of the way. My boy's a bread licker. So, hey, faggot. Anyway, so the maniac, one of our fellow correspondents, took some deer meat, a can of manwich sauce or something, and called that, I don't know, some sort of Philly cheesesteak. So that's a sloppy Joe. Maniac. If you're using a can of manwich, sloppy Joe. But that's maniac behavior for you. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and start prepping up the stuff. You know, this should be pretty quick. And I've still got some stuff left over from New Year's Day. I got some greens left. I know. It's messed up. Got some deviled eggs too. Oh my God, that doesn't go with Philly cheesesteak. Well, whatever. I don't waste food. There are hungry children in Cliffside. And I can't just pack this up in a box and mail it to them. So I'm going to eat it on their behalf. So I'll be right back. So there's the pepper and onions here, sauteing up. I just use butter, nothing fancy. Smells real good. Smoky! Since my roll is kind of large, I'm going to use about, 3.5. I had a misfire with a knife on one piece of liver mush there, so And then I'm going to start heating up the greens and the cheese whiz here in a second. So I'm going to keep at it. Be back. Alright, so I'm back. I haven't put my sandwich together yet. So I wanted to make sure that you saw that I am actually putting in real liver mush. I've actually made too much liver mush. It turned out to be enough with just a couple slices. So there's the mush. Here are the peppers and onions. Now, I'll be honest with you. Have I had a real, true, legit Philly cheesesteak before? I have not. I've never had the opportunity. I mean, I've had kind of pretend ones, but never a real legit one. I know, I'm missing out. Here comes the cheese whiz. I guess the cheese whiz is the part I probably not had on it before. Usually just have like American cheese or something. I know if there's any fans of the Philly cheesesteak out there watching, you're probably thinking, oh, I have my tea with me. I've got my deviled eggs that I actually used as Duke's sandwich relish with. And I actually used this, Duke's mayonnaise, and some yellow mustard. And actually turned out pretty damn good. And I'm not hesitating to bite in this because it actually smells and looks pretty good. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty damn good, y'all. I mean, what the hell. That's a pretty good idea. I'm going to have to toot my own horn on that one. Toot, toot. I wasn't really sure what to expect from that. I kind of half expected it maybe to be wretched. But, I mean, it worked. It really worked. So, yeah. I'm going to go enjoy my meal. It was good as hell. Liver mush Philly cheese sandwich, man. Who knew? Chef Speedwagon knew. That's who knew. Yeah. Dr. Chef Speedwagon now. How about that? Yeah, that's who knew. So this is Special Correspondent Chris Speedwagon signing off for another edition of Chef Speedwagon Presents for KD After Dark at Large. Until next time, you take care of yourselves and each other. Try to stay out of trouble. Later.